I don't know what it takes, but I'm sure that this is a lot more complex than just like picking up the phone, calling, setting a Zoom appointment, pulling up an LLG illustration or
It
whatever it is,
is.
and submitting something. Like, and that's honestly the reason why I wanted to bring you on here is because I need other people who are actually doing it to explain it. Because coming from me, it doesn't mean anything. Because like I said, I don't sell anymore. So that's a wonderful point, at least. My follow up question to that is: so let's say an agent has 100 of these leads, right? Or 50, whatever number you think. What are the expectations that out of how many you think they can book or slash close, like present to? What would you say a good expectation is if you got 100 leads? Because that's the question I get asked the most. Oh, I have 100 leads. How many can I close? How many can I, book appointments? All these other things. What would you say to
Yeah.
someone?
So I would say this. I'll be very transparent. I'll pull up my actual numbers with you.
Please do. Please do. Please do.
I'll pull up everything so you can. Well, I mean, I'll say it. It's on a different screen, but I will say all of them for you. So I think what was it? The 8th is when I started a month ago. So I'll go
Mhm.
from that to now. So 133 for leads, and I contacted 57, and out of 57, I closed 28, and I have seven pending with rollovers.
Okay, say that one more time for the people in the back slow. So you had 133 leads.
Yep, 133 leads. Basically, out of those 133 leads, 28 of them became actual clients, with seven being rollovers. And still, working with follow-up. So whatever 28 plus seven is, I'm terrible with math today. And look, I'll even pull out my phone for it.
35.
Yeah, look at that, 35. So possibly 35 out of what, 133?
Yep. So what percentage? I mean, people can go back and look at the percentage, but what
Yeah.
would, in your opinion, how do those numbers fare? Would you say
Um,
that that's good, bad, indifferent? How do you feel about that?
to be honest, it's for the ROI, it's stupid. To be like, I don't know how else to explain it. The return on investment is there 100% if you know obviously what you're doing.
Mhm.
And that's the caveat to it. I don't want, people to expect that type of result right off the bat, unless if you're coming from just doing straight annuities and understanding, more of the advanced market, more of the, business clientele, because switching from final expense to, IULs, you're shifting market. So you can't treat them like a final expense. And I think that's where most people are going to be a little bit confused, a little bit, shell shocked that
Okay.
these leads are not like final expense leads. So you can't treat them the same. And as soon as you can separate that and treat them like a different category of individuals, because they are, you have to treat them like they're business owners and not like they're 80-year-olds who don't pick up their phone.
Can you explain the difference for people in terms of that? Because I have another follow-up question about
Yeah.
phone pickups, but can you explain how an agent should treat them differently? What does that look like?
Yeah, so you have to think you yourself are a business owner in most aspects, right? If not, an individual agent. How busy are you yourself? How hard is it for an
Mhm.
individual to contact you? So you have to go into it with that mindset, because if you don't, you're just cheating yourself.